And we're live. Hi,
Yay!
everyone. So, I guess we'll wait for about 15 people to join the stream. So, if you're already joining us, do give us a like, a love, and of course, again, I have to ask all of you to share this session with your friends, with your family, because I feel that this would definitely benefit them. And we're also having a giveaway to one of my actually favorite healthy eats restaurant here in town. So I'm sure all of you are very excited to try it if you haven't. It's pretty centrally located in the heart of Kuala Lumpur. But that aside, we're actually going to talk a lot about eating clean and how it actually factors into our health. So we just need about like two more people, and yes, we're gonna officially begin. Hi everyone, welcome to Talking Life with Macy. Thank you so much for joining us here today on a Sunday. I know September is a very busy month for everyone, even for myself, but I'm just so glad to have all of you joining every Sunday. This month is my nutrition series where I talk a lot about nutrition. When I say nutrition, I mean that what we put into our mouth and our bodies. Our body is our temple. As a cancer survivor, I can honestly tell you how important eating is to our health. As a colorectal cancer survivor, even more so. So after I had cancer, I was really, really careful of what I put into my tummy, what I put into my mouth, and I'm very watchful of what I eat. I can tell you that if, for example, you work out every day in the week, but you eat fatty, oily, and processed food at the same time, it wouldn't benefit you. It's actually counterproductive, and you realize that you don't lose weight and you're actually clogging your arteries. So, today we're going to talk about what it means to actually eat clean. There's a trend going with the hashtag eat clean, but what does that mean? Do you know? Do I know? I think today we're going to actually discuss this further and go extensively into the topic of eating clean with someone who actually has a healthy eats restaurant. So I mentioned earlier that today we have a giveaway, and it would be to FinKL. At the end of the session, we're giving away vouchers for you to try out FinKL, one of my favorite healthy eats restaurant. I truly, truly love the food there. It reminds me of being in Hawaii, FYI. So today, we have Michelle from Finn, one of the founders, who actually is the brainchild for Finn, and she will tell us more about what eating clean is about, how to start eating clean, and if you are going to start eating clean, what are the ingredients that consist of eating clean? So, hi Michelle, thanks for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having me. I'm at Sin right now, actually.
Yeah, so we can hear the noise around you,
Oh yeah,
but that gives the vibes, right?
right. Yeah, I can.
Yes. So, all right. I'm gonna jump into the questions. If you guys have questions, please go ahead and ask Michelle. Ask the questions, and I'll moderate it at the end of the session. So, my first question for you, Michelle, is: as Finn is known to be one of the healthy eats places in KL, what made you
hmm
venture into this particular business?
I think we actually did not want to start anything healthy. We didn't even think like, oh, we're gonna start a healthy eating place. We just thought, okay, let's do poke bowls, which is really good for you and also tastes good. We weren't like thinking, oh, we'll have a calorie counter or taking the fun out of eating food. But we did feel like when we're doing a business, you're feeding someone and they're putting their trust into you, that the food will help them and nourish them. So you're pretty much contributing to someone's wellness and how they feel. So we always had that in mind. But we didn't specifically think, okay, let's make it super healthy. We just wanted it to taste good and that it was good for you. Yeah.
Okay, that's a really good philosophy. So when you curate the menu on in Fin, what is at the forefront of your mind?
Mhm. Okay, I feel like it should be healthy, but that's definitely not what we think at first. We just want to think like, okay, how do we make it fresh, affordable, fun to eat every day? Because, like you said, it's sort of what, like you said, it's something that should be on a daily basis, not just like, I'll do it for a few weeks and then give it up. It should taste good, right? And it should be something you can afford every day, not like a 30 ringgit salad or something like that. So, yeah, we don't really try to be fancy or like different. We just want to make something that tastes good every day. And there are people who come like every day. I'm like, wow, I see you more than I see my mom or something, you know?
I think I can eat fin every day. Actually, I truly love the food there, and it's really good for the body. I don't feel like bloated after I eat it.
Yep. That's
That's
definitely,
good.
and we want to make it like fun, not just kind of typical ingredients in salads. We put like fruit in salads. We make savory with the sweet and everything. So yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
think
yeah, that's
about.
true.
Yeah.
So Finn has moved to a new home last month, and you have a brand new menu. So is this catered to the customers' needs, or you guys felt that this was previously lacking in the menu?
Um, I think a bit of both for sure. We honestly we have such a close relationship with our customers that have been like coming to us since like 3 years ago. I'm like I'm like pretty shocked that they even care for like 3 years. Like they still come. So we do listen to what they have to say, but I guess recently what I realized is like we also take feedback, but we balance it with what we intuitively think. Okay, we would be really proud to serve this. Like we would be proud to put it on your table and be like, I made this for you. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
How would you define, like, how would Finn as a restaurant define the concept of healthy eating? What is it to Finn and to yourself, actually?
Mm, okay. Okay. To myself, like I think because I mean I have a lot of actually have a lot of like chronic illnesses, like just comes and goes, and it's relating to digestion, like sinus stuff. So I feel like eating healthy is more like listening to your body and then what it needs, because like eating salads might seem healthy, but for me it's not, because with digestive issues you can't eat so much raw food. So you should sort of just listen to your body and then what makes it feel good, right? Like I'll still eat a lot of cake when I'm stressed, and like that'll make me
Yeah,
feel
me too.
better. Yeah. So I think I would hate for someone to think healthy eating is like just eating salads
Mhm.
or just being obsessive with it. It's more like what makes you feel good physically and emotionally as well. Because food is
That's
relating
true.
to your emotions so much. Like it can make me feel happy if I eat, certain things. So yeah.
Okay. Do you feel that eating clean and healthy is a trend?
Um, I yeah, I think a lot of people ask me like, am I worried that salads and poke bowls and like eating healthy is a trend, and then what if it goes away? But I don't think if it's good, I don't think it'll, it's a trend. I think it's more like helping people, try something new, and then hopefully it sticks, which is why we didn't really focus on the healthy eating thing. We just focused on doing something good and like durable, so people don't get sick of eating healthy and it doesn't become a trend anymore. It like sort of becomes
Actually,
just like a norm.
actually, eating clean and eating healthy should be a part of our lifestyles, not a trend.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
I'm trying to encourage people to actually see it that way, and not just eat clean because it's a hashtag right now.
Yeah, that's
Um,
true.
so yeah. So if someone is new to the restaurant, what would you recommend that they try?
Hmm. Okay, that's a good question. I think, okay, I'm gonna just talk about the new stuff that we have, and it's a lot of to do with like, I mean, it's a bit selfish, but I definitely skew the menu towards something I want to eat, and that I feel like it's really good for you. So we're doing broth bowls. I think everyone needs something warming and soul soothing broth. Just like I mean, my mom really wanted me to do hot food, so I was like, okay, I'll do hot food so she can bring her friends to Vin. Um, and I think we also wanted something Mediterranean, so we've been doing like falafel with tzatziki, which we make fresh. Like a lot of things that we do are fresh. So we just make it in the morning, and then when we serve it, it's probably made only like an hour ago or something like that. And I think everyone should try our coffee because it's by a local roaster, um, Katulistiwa. So yeah, I think everyone should try what they like. That's in.
I agree. I mean, you guys have a pretty extensive menu now with the new restaurant. So I think for all of you who have yet to try it, please do try it. It is truly it embodies the healthy eats concept pretty well. And last but not least, could you share with us on your collaboration with Cultivate? Because
Oh yeah,
Cultivate is
Cultivate.
where you grow and you actually
Yeah.
use the plants that they grow for the food, right? That's in
Should
the
I
restaurant.
show everyone what it looks like, or would that cause too much disruption?
No,
Because
I
it's
think
right,
you can if it's
it's right here. There's the lettuce. Okay, I'm back. So Cultivate is really like a dream partnership. Like it's really everything that I really want for my supplier for lettuce and vegetables to be. So they grow pesticide free produce in like sustainable ways. And we use the lettuce, their veggies in our food. So the founders, or Hans, the founder, and Charmaine, the head of marketing, they're so passionate about what they do and how they do it. So I think working with them was really good. Yeah, they're awesome. Cultivate.co.
yeah, I think I like that part. I think for those of you who are watching, Cultive Eat is where they actually grow the plants, and Finn actually uses it for the salads that you're about to eat at the restaurant. So those are the questions that I have for Michelle. And when it comes to a healthy eats restaurant and what clean eating is, so I would like to ask all of you who are watching currently: do you have questions for Michelle? Please ask away, or even for myself when it comes to eating clean and what nutrition does for our body. I will try to answer it as best as I can. For those of you who are watching and you are diabetic, I would suggest that you join us next week because we have a nutritionist who specializes in diabetes, and we're going to talk extensively about the nutrition for diabetics or even pre-diabetics amongst us. So please do join us. And for those of you who have questions for Michelle, please do ask away. I think this would be the best time to ask. It is, although the trend for eating clean is picking up here in Malaysia, but it should be a part of our lifestyles, as we were discussing earlier. So please ask the questions that you have. For William, your question on where Finn is. Finn is located in Publica in Kuala Lumpur. So please do try it when you come to Malaysia. And for those of you, please, I would just like to announce that we will be having a giveaway shortly. Uh, do you have any questions? Go ahead. We will give you guys like maybe a couple of seconds to ask any questions for Michelle or myself before we announce how to win those vouchers from Finn. I guess there aren't many other
Your
questions.
questions were too good. I think we covered a lot of ground because of your questions.
Yeah, yeah. Like because I eat a lot at your restaurant, and I eat. I mean, I focus on eating clean a lot, so that's why I wanted to have you on the session on nutrition, because like eating clean is a trend, but I want it to be a part of our lifestyles.
Yep, yep, for sure, for sure.
So, all right, for those of you who are listening, and for those who may be tuning in later, we will be giving away 30 ringgit vouchers. We have three to be given out to all of you. So, all you need to do is comment as to what eating clean means to you. So, just comment away on what eating clean means to you. And the contest closes tomorrow at 11 p.m., which is on the 21st of September at 11 p.m., and we'll decide who the winner is at random. So this is a very subjective question. So just answer away. What does eating clean mean to you? So please go ahead and type your answers, comment. We'll announce the winners maybe a few days after that. So it closes tomorrow at 11 p.m. Michelle, do you have anything else you would like to add for everyone who's actually watching or who will be watching later?
Um, no, I think I'm good, but just that Finn is in Publica and you should come visit G3 level
Okay.
G3.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. So Kaichon actually had a question. He asks, is eating plain oatmeal considered clean food? Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, I actually really love plain oatmeal. It's like such a grandma thing like to eat, but I love it. I eat it with my grandma actually.
Yeah, my grandmother eats it too. So
Right?
it's good for your health, and it is part of eating clean as well. So I would
Yeah,
recommend that you take it instead. If that could be a very healthy snack instead of eating like Cheetos or like Doritos.
that's true. That's true. Cool. Yeah.
So, Kaichuan, I hope that answered your question. If you have any further questions, we're going to close the session in just a bit. So, just type away. Again, how to win the vouchers from Finn would be comment on what eating clean means to you. So, please comment away. The contest opens now until tomorrow, 11 p.m. And we hope to hear from you. Please do visit Finn at Publica G3, Block
I feel
3
like
or
yeah, I feel
something.
like we plugged it a lot throughout this session, like Publica, G3, D3, Finn.
Okay, so Mike asks, is milk considered a clean drink? That's an interesting question.
That's true. It's really not for me because I'm like lactose intolerant, so I get like
Yeah.
really bad reaction to it. A lot of people now take dairy-free milk, which we also have at Finn. Um, yeah, so I feel
Yes,
like it's really subjective, but a lot of people say that cow's milk is actually not so good in terms of like hormones and how your body reacts to it. Yeah,
I actually agree. If you want to take milk, I suggest dairy-free milk. So like oatmeal milk, or I mean oat milk, or like soy milk. If soy milk doesn't go for you, there are many other types of milk. So when you talk about milk, I would suggest go with the alternatives if you are lactose intolerant. I hope that answered your question, Mike. Chang Yan Lee asks, organic food is very expensive. So are there any kinds of foods that is advisable to go organic, and what are the types that you can go non-organic? Hmm.
oh yeah. Okay, so with organic food, it's pretty like debated, but organic is essentially just a label that if you meet the certain requirements, it's a label that people put on their food, and then it's good. But certain things can be organic even without the organic label. Like for example, Cultivate technically is organic, but they don't have the organic label because it's not grown in soil. I think that's what Hans told me. But it's still fresh. It's still grown in such a sustainable way. It's just not called organic. So my general rule is that fruits with a hard skin layer that you peel away anyway, you can eat non-organic, like apples or like carrots. Yeah,
Hmm.
but stuff that you eat
Okay.
raw, I feel like it should be organic.
All right. That's actually a pretty good rule. So, Yan Li, I hope that answered your question. That when it's a hard fruit or vegetable, something they can peel away, that is fine if it's non-organic. I know that to actually achieve the organic label, it's a very specific set of like rules or terms that you need to abide by. So,
Mhm.
like what Michelle said, I think that's a good rule of thumb if you want to go organic. Um, in terms of food, what types of food that you can go organic and what types of food that you don't need to go organic. I hope that answered your question. And not you don't have to go organic for everything, like what
Yeah,
Michelle said.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think just going to
even
your
for
local
myself.
farmers, yeah, would be good.
Yeah. And Chloe, okay, this is very specific. Chloe asks for her two patients, this is breast cancer. Is having oat bran better than normal oats? I think, Chloe, this question, we cannot answer that. I I feel because it's hormone related. So I suggest that you join us during the breast cancer series in October, and I'll try to get someone to answer that question for you. So please join us. And next week, the nutritionist will also be able to answer that question for you. Although it's related to diabetics, but I think she will be able to answer that question. So Chloe, please join us next week. We'll try to pick that question up. Thank you all for your questions. Thanks, Michelle, for actually
No
answering all of
worries.
these questions and
Thanks
helping
for
us
having me.
shop better and trying to eat clean. So, for all of you watching, I hope that this session is beneficial for you. Please put in your comments as to what eating clean. We want you to try out the food. And I want to start this like drive for awareness. Start eating clean and make it a part of your lifestyle.
Yep. Yay. Come visit me.
Yes. Thanks a lot, Michelle.
No
Thanks a lot
worries.
to all of you. We'll take one more question from Jenny Lim, although it came a bit last minute. So Jenny Lim asks, Kampung chicken or Sakura chicken, is it better than those normal chicken?
Okay,
Kampung
yeah.
chicken.
My mom has a lot of opinions about this. Maybe she should be on this show. Okay, I don't know much about Sakura chicken, to be very honest, but like, I mean, a lot of people do say like kampong chicken is just it's just better in terms, but depends how you use it. Like, let's say you're making broth. I feel like you should pick the chicken like depending on how you choose to use it. Let's say you're making broth where you're stewing it for so long and you're trying to get as many nutrients from it as possible, I would pick really, really good chicken for that. But if you're frying it or like barbecuing it, it really, to me, it doesn't make a difference. That's something I think
Mm,
about when I
I
pick my
agree.
project.
Because if you're going to take out the essence from the chicken, like chicken essence, then yes, get a
Yeah,
good chicken like kampung chicken. But if you're
yeah,
going to do something like frying it, deep frying it specifically, and or even grilling it, like barbecuing it, then
yeah.
yeah, I think when it comes down to pricing, then any chicken would do. Although we would not advise you to actually have deep fried chicken all the time.
Oh, yeah. Only sometimes when you're feeling sad, like chicken
Yeah.
nuggets. But yeah.
So I hope that answered your question, Jenny. Thanks a lot for all of your questions. Please join us next week. Like I said, there will be a nutritionist and she will be talking about the foods for diabetics or pre-diabetic people. And if you have any specific questions on nutrition, I think she will be able to answer all of your questions. I hope to see you. I hope congrats to the three lucky winners who will be winning the vouchers from Finn. So
Thanks.
thanks a lot, Michelle, for joining us. Thank you, everyone, for your questions. I hope this was beneficial. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
See you soon.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.